Welcome to the American Dream, a show that started right here in San Diego, America's finest city, that now spans positive media all across the country, real stories in real neighborhoods. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, and here's the American Dream. Welcome to the American Dream, a real show, not a reality show. The real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
It's not just about what you're living in, but the community you're going to live in.
High-rise luxury living.
People are the vehicle, people are the connection, people are the expansion.
Helping folks just like you find your dream home.
It just never disappoints.
Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts. The opportunity to achieve our biggest goals and aspirations.
It's the American Dream.
And welcome to American Dream TV. I'm your host, Janet Clancy of Selling Charleston, but today we're selling the Low Country. We're here today in Oakety, South Carolina at Old Field Club. This beautiful club definitely sets apart from all the other clubs in the communities. Let's go find out why. Let's take a second to chat with Tim Rice, who is on the board of directors right here in Old Field. Tim, can you tell us a little bit about why Old Field sets itself apart from the other communities?
Sure, Old Field was built amongst the nature here. Our roads wind in, you see the live oaks, the angel oaks. I mean, in what's in front of a lot of people's homes, we built our homes in and amongst the nature that was here, and that's one of the reasons we're an Audubon Society community. But above and beyond that, we're very rich in amenities. We're one of the few communities that has not only an equestrian center, a golf course like a lot of other communities, all the dining facilities, but we also have access to a river. And we have a huge boating program here at Old Field, and a lot of our members store their boats here. They have access to that river pretty much 7 days a week. And I think long term, that river access is going to be one of the greatest things for Old Field.
All right, let's go find my brother-in-law, Ryan Clancy, who I'm sure is on the driving range today, and see if he can tell us a little bit about what the Old Field community has to offer. Well, hello, Ryan. How are you?
Hey, Jay, what's going on?
I'm so sorry to interrupt your game.
It's okay.
Being a member here, I'm just curious, what do you love about the community?
A few things. I mean, we had the opportunity to play here in college. So, as you know, I've been down here 15 years now. So, Old Field's always treated me well since day one. Ever since I graduated, been looking for a great place to play and came and did a tour and forgot how great this place actually was. So,
would you mind showing us the amenities that Old Field has to offer?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Let's go have a look. So here we are, we're at the River Club at Old Field. It's probably our deepest point of the community. Obviously backed up to the water. What a magnificent view we have here. Most of the events that take place here at the River Club are fine dining, white tablecloth, Mother's Day, Father's Day, member guest is a big one. Over here we have kayak and canoe, you can drop a boat. So we do have quite a few amenities here on property, including obviously an amazing pool. The equestrian center, I think, is what you saw when you drove in.
Yes.
It's quite the entrance here that we have. Some of our members board their horses here, and yeah, they enjoy it. They end up never leaving, it seems.
Tell you what, that pool sounds really good right now.
Sure it does.
So I'm just curious why you feel like this golf course sets itself apart from all of the golf courses you could choose from here in the Low Country.
Hands down, yeah. It's one of the most beautiful places that I've ever driven into. I mean, from top to bottom, from the gate, driving all the way back to the River Club, which we were just at. I would say that the golf course caters to all levels of play too. It's very fair, it's very enjoyable.
This community is absolutely gorgeous, and I appreciate your time today and showing us the beautiful community. And let's go hit some balls.
Sounds good.
All right. So Mark Riley, the director of golf here at Old Field. I'm just curious, after speaking with Ryan and getting an amazing opinion about why living in this community is amazing, what's your thoughts and why you chose to accept a position here?
Yeah, I think from the time you come in the gate, you feel the quintessential Low Country feel, which is what brings everyone to the area. But then once I was here, you get to know the membership culture, and it's just really wide demographic. It's a fun place to live. The membership's very relaxed, but passionate about their golf. So love being a golf pro here.
So if anybody out there needs some lessons, you're the guy we need to get in touch with?
I can certainly help, and as well as our director of instruction.
Awesome. I love it. Well, thank you so much for meeting with me today.
Great to meet you.
And have a good rest of your day.
You as well.
Well, guys, that's a wrap of Selling Charleston, but today, Selling the Low Country. Thank you so much for touring this beautiful community of Oldfield Club with us, and I can't wait to see you on our next segment of Selling Charleston.
Hi, welcome to American Dream TV, and I'm your host, Marilyn Nolan. And today we're going to be at my favorite restaurant here in Pawleys Island at Frank and Frank's Outback. Welcome, and let's go ahead and go inside and talk to our owner, Elizabeth.
Hey.
Hey, Elizabeth.
Glad to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you. I'm so excited about this.
Well, thank you for coming down.
Absolutely. Hey, I just wanted to kind of get more of a feel of the history of Frank and Frank.
Let's walk this way and I'll show you the whole spot. For the history of Frank's and Frank's Outback, Frank Marlowe owned and operated the building here for 40-something years, and it was a market and a gas station. And there's his caricature right there on the wall. That's actually what he looked like. He always had a cigar in his mouth. My husband Salters worked for him as a bag boy in his little market. So fast forward, Salters and I got married after college. Salters wants to open a restaurant. Salters is talking to his old friend Frank Marlowe and says, you know, Frank, I'm gonna open a restaurant. I tried to talk him out of it. His father said, you've lost your mind. And Frank goes, really? Well, you can have this building. And Salter said, that's never gonna happen. You're never gonna leave here. He said, no, I'm turning 65 in the summer and I'm going to retire. So if you'd like to take over this building and turn it into a restaurant, you're more than welcome to do that. So we did that. We named it after him, Frank's. And then literally this restaurant came a little bit later, but since it's out back of Frank's, we named it Frank's Outback.
Oh, I love that. How it's evolved. I mean, because there's all these different nuances. I mean, we've got so many different nooks and crannies, shall we say, of this restaurant. It's amazing. So every time I come here, there's always a new place I'm sitting.
Right, and now I think we're finished with all that. I think we've reached our potential, but we did start with just the front building back in 1988. In 1992, we opened up Frank's Outback, serving lunch and dinner, because we saw an opportunity to catch our overflow from up front that we were turning away to other restaurants. And then it was just that one building. It was no deck space at all around it. And this was actually a drive where you could drive straight on through here in a car. So when we built that, we got busy only serving inside. We added a deck here, then a deck there. Then we went over here and added that deck, added a pizza oven. So we have a wood-fired pizza oven. And then we added this front deck. And that was a lot for a little while. And then we decided to do this courtyard area and add a fire pit up front. So you've got a fire pit there, you've got fireplaces here. The most recent addition was 2020, and we added the way back. And that was supposed to be an event space. COVID hit. So what did we have to do in COVID? Well, guess what? You could eat outside. Yay. You know, you had to space your tables out, and who had great space to do that? So we just took the tables all the way on back there. It became a very popular place to dine, so we kept it for dining and did not do the event space back there.
Hi, I'm here with Chef Sharif, and we're gonna start talking about some of these signature dishes that you are so good at here, okay? So go ahead, Chef Sharif.
All right, thank you for having us. We're excited to have you here. So we have a few signature dishes that we'll be presenting you with today. One of them is our legacy grouper. One of them is our crab cakes. We source most of our seafood and vegetables and produce locally. So we are very proud to be able to work in synergy with all our purveyors. For seafood, we use C&C and Low Country. They usually have boats fishing off our coast, so we only use fish that we catch right here in our backyard in South Carolina.
Awesome, great, thank you. So let's get to cooking.
All right, let's do this.
Thank you for another episode of American Dream TV. This was a great time at Frank and Frank's Outback. Cheers. Cheers.
Today, I get to show you one of the true memory makers here in Charleston. We're gonna see a lot of the marine life at the South Carolina Aquarium. There are so many exhibits and surprises inside the show. I can't wait to get in there. The aquarium has so much to offer, but we're gonna start off over at the Sea Turtle Recovery. We're gonna meet with Megan. She's the expert here and she's gonna tell us all about it. Megan, thanks so much for having us today. I'm excited to see everything you've got to show us.
Thanks for joining us today. There's a lot of really awesome things I can't wait to show you at the aquarium.
Let's go.
Let's go. This is Sea Turtle Recovery.
Nice.
And this is an active sea turtle rehabilitation hospital here at the South Carolina Aquarium. All of the animals that are in here are patients in the hospital. And they're all animals that are undergoing rehab and will hopefully be returned to the wild soon.
Nice. Now, the community gets to participate in this, I understand. So you have some turtles here that are actually local.
Absolutely. Well, we're the only hospital in the state of South Carolina. So we do get turtles from all over the state, including here in Charleston. We absolutely depend on our community to make sure these turtles get the care that they need. A lot of the turtles that are here were actually found by regular people like you and me on the beaches. You know, visitors, people from out of state, even locals visiting our beaches.
Fishermen.
Fishermen, definitely. They find a turtle that appears to be in distress on the beach or while they're out in the boat, and they can call the Department of Natural Resources, and then DNR will bring those turtles to us. So we absolutely need our community to know what's going on with sea turtles so that they can help us take care of them.
Yeah, I got to participate this morning at Sea Turtle Rescue at Folly Beach. And we got to see some of the little hatchlings take off. But I'll tell you, I understand there's a couple of turtles here that are from Folly Beach. Can we meet them?
Yes, definitely.
Let's do that.
So this is a little turtle named Goat, named after goat cheese. And Goat was found actually stranded right on Folly Beach, right here in Charleston. And he looks really cute and healthy right now. He still has a little bit of a long road to recovery, but if you compare it to how he looked and what kind of condition he was in when he first arrived, he's come a really long way.
Now, the touch tanks are very popular, obviously, but these are animals that most of the community would see right here at the beach. Is that correct?
Yeah, so these are all animals that are native to South Carolina. The sharks, which are these fish guys right here, these are a type of shark called the chain dogfish, and they live in really deep water, like 100 to 1,000 feet deep.
Yeah.
So they're not something you typically see on the beach. But the other two animals in here, the Atlantic stingray and our horseshoe crabs, they are found inshore, and you can even see them right off the beaches.
And we can touch these?
Yeah, you can touch anything you'd like with 2 fingers. The horseshoe crabs are kind of like little tanks that just roll right over everybody in there.
Not only is this tank gorgeous, but it is massive. Can you tell me about it?
Yes, so this is one of Charleston's claims to fame. You're looking at the deepest saltwater tank in North America.
Nice.
Yeah, so in the back, we're beyond the coral reef here, it's about 42 feet deep.
Now, how many fish are in this today?
There's about 550 fish in there.
Holy cow, ranging from what kinds?
All different kinds, all native to South Carolina. And so we have small little ones like the Sergeant Major that you can see hanging out around the front, all the way up to our 9-foot nurse shark that like to hang out towards the bottom.
Oh, wow. That is cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. And there's a lot of animals in here that fishermen might also recognize because red drum, tarpon, snook, all of those are species that are popular.
At every restaurant here too.
And a lot of them too, yes.
And wow, this place is amazing. I can't wait to show you more in the next episode. I'm Chris Pacello, Selling Charleston. See you then.
Welcome to this episode of American Dream TV. I am your host and real estate agent in Summerville, South Carolina, Suzy Torres. This is my son that will be accompanying me today, Tristan Torres. We will be focusing on America's favorite furry friends today. And we are starting at Dorchester Paws, which is located in Summerville, South Carolina, and also has my heart. Not only do we own pets in our house, but we also help foster pets here, raise money, supplies, and things of that nature. So we will be going in to meet with the operations manager, April, and you can check it out and see what you can do to help as well. Inside now, we are with the operations director, Miss April, right here holding this cute little kitty. And she's going to tell us a little bit about the facility and what all they do for our community.
We are the only open admission shelter here in Dorchester County. We serve the entire 576 miles of all of Dorchester County.
Wow.
And we take in all the lost, abandoned, and unwanted pets in our community and try to find them new homes. So everyone gets spayed and neutered, and they get their vaccines and their preventatives, and then they are placed up for adoption. So our purpose is to be here and to be a resource for Dorchester County.
What is it, April, that some people of the community can do to help you guys?
The number one thing, volunteer. We always love new faces to come and help take care of our kitties and our doggies on campus. Fostering is also a big way to help. And if you can't do any of those, donate, because we are a nonprofit, and that is how we keep our doors open for these furry faces.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing everything with us today. As you can tell, they do a lot for the community, and for all of you animal lovers, this is a wonderful place to support and visit and adopt. Another great program that they have here is to have a doggy date for the day, so you can get the dogs out and socialize. So April is going to get our doggy date for the day. Everybody, we are enjoying our doggy date out, and we are now in historic downtown Summerville. We are stopping to Puma's Italian Ice Shack and hot dogs to get a little pup cup here and to get some Italian ice for us to cool down on this hot summer day. So we're gonna go in and meet the owners, Christine and Chris. So come on inside and check it out with us.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
What's happened? Welcome.
Good to see you.
Hello, pup. What's happening? Oh, thank you so much for coming by.
Yes, thank you for having us. So we are here at Puma's, and this is Mr. Puma himself. And he is going to tell us a little bit about the place.
All right, well, thank you so much, Susie. I really appreciate everybody coming by. Puma's Italian Ice Shack was built out of desperation. May of 2020, I got laid off. I had to do something, obviously, to support the family. And we embarked on an entrepreneurial endeavor. I've always wanted to do Italian ices. Back home in New York, Italian ices are very, very prevalent. Our family friend has been making this beautiful Italian ices for I'm talking generations. And we decided to bring it down to the Low Country. And we built the Italian Ice Shack. There was no real preconceived notion of doing any food in here. I did hot dogs for one day as a goof, which turned into 3 days. People were coming in and asking for hot dogs and more hot dogs and more and more hot dogs. And now we have over 60 hot dog creations.
Oh my gosh.
Very soon to be over 100.
Wow.
And we'll be Puma's the house of 100 dogs.
Well, that's amazing and very unique to the area. So please come support this lovely family and enjoy some amazing homemade Italian ice that you can't really get anywhere but New York. Now you can get it in South Carolina.
That's right.
Summerville.
Thank you for joining us again today in American Dream TV in beautiful historic Summerville, and enjoying our day with our furry friend Hitch, who just found his very new home. We look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Have a great day.
Welcome to the American Dream Selling Charleston. I'm your host, Bradley O'Mara. Today we're going golfing to raise some money for the Oceanside football program. And stick around to the end, I'm gonna show you a luxury house. Let's go.
Hey Swish, thanks for talking with us today. Can you tell us what was the inspiration behind starting the Black and Blue fundraiser and the purpose of the Black and Blue Club?
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to be here, Sandra. Thank you. You know, I've got to go all the way back to 2019. It was New Year's Eve day. Coach Chad Greer and I actually met down at Sullivan's Island at the co-op, and we discussed the opportunity to do more around the football program. And so that's really kind of where it started. And to see where it's come to now is just phenomenal. That vision over the last 4 years has really come to life. And really the way it started was there's so many great student athletes at Oceanside Collegiate Academy and the families that are there as well too. It's a special place where they choose to come to school, and we just want to take advantage of building a bigger community around the football program. But in doing so, it allowed us to form this nonprofit foundation, this Black and Blue Booster Club, to not only help the football program, but a lot of the families and the scholarship of the kids, and just doing great things around the community of Mount Pleasant and the greater Charleston area.
Here we are at the first annual golf outing for the Oceanside Collegiate Academy football team.
Yes.
Sponsored by the Black and Blue Cub. How was
Isn't it
it
great?
Organizing this, getting it together? And how many players do you have today?
Yeah, well, it's been a long time coming. I'll even go back. We've done so many great events, but this one is really what we've been shooting for. We have things like youth clinics. We have an annual ladies clinic. We had Midnight Madness. We actually have a beach kickoff party later tonight, but this one is the one that we've really wanted to do. And really the inspiration around it was our new head football coach last year, Chad Wilkes, had said he loves the golf. And I think one of the funny parts about all this is that he thought when he got the job at Oceanside that he was going to be playing a lot of golf. He's been coaching a lot of football and winning a lot of games instead. So he's going to be playing out with some of the other coaches today as well, along with our principal Christina Brown and our athletic director Mark Meyer. So we're really excited to have them out here today. I think we've got 27 foursomes. Have a couple of our players that are brave enough to come swing the sticks out here on this tough Harbor Club links. So it's going to be a great day.
So not a bad showing for the first year.
Not a bad showing at all. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time.
Great.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Sandra.
Hey, appreciate your time.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Great to see you. Thank you.
I think we all can agree that views and pools define luxury real estate. Wait till you see this one. Come on.
Welcome to 24 Fairway Village in Waldoons on the lovely Isle of Palms. This home has an inverted floor plan with a cathedral ceiling inside and outside living space for entertaining and a wonderful pool.
Thank you for joining us today. I'm your host, Bradley O'Mara. See you next time on The American Dream, Selling Charleston.
We navigate the heart of Charleston's boating culture, guided by Freeman Boat Works, a tale of passion, determination, and the pursuit of one man's dream that led to the creation of one of the world's finest offshore fishing boats. Welcome, I'm Stephanie Medlock, your host of the American Dream TV. Join me today as we see the magic behind the Freeman Boat Works brand. So today I'm here with Scott Cawthron. Thank you so much for having us. I'm so excited about this segment because Freeman Boat Works is bar none, hands down, my favorite boat I've ever owned, me and my husband. So I kind of just want to start off with kind of the inspiration and the vision that the owner, Billy, had that inspired these amazing, remarkable boats.
And it's a great American Dream story. I mean, he started in a very small, in his garage basically, with this vision that he could do it better than what he's dealing with now. Charleston, we have these big long-range runs offshore. It gets rough out there, you know that, you've been out there. You get beat up, and he felt like there's a better way to do it. And you're in an industry that's been around since the beginning of time. He took a catamaran design, did some evolutionary stuff to it, changed it, and it's incredible what it'll do. I mean, we run faster, more fuel efficient than anybody. And we're able to go places that people can't get to, helps us out fishing. It's really, really cool what the company's done since 2007 when he started it.
I love his story and his inspiration, but what I love too is like, as we've gotten older, right? You have kids, I have kids. It's harder to go offshore fishing all day. So how did they evolve from just an offshore fishing boat to a boat that caters to families alike?
Sure, and to mention that being beat up offshore, once we realized that we can go out there, we can go faster, it's more, this can be enjoyable. It was brutal before years past to getting beaten up so bad. And now, hey, let's bring the kids, let's bring the family. And then maybe not as hardcore fishermen will enjoy their ride because it's so much better. And so that has opened the doors to so much opportunity for tagging along. I mean, my son's now grown up on the water, just as your children have as well. And so we really, really do enjoy that, and the running service has made all that possible.
I'll see you down at the dock this afternoon, and thank you again so much for having us.
Pleasure.
It's been absolutely wonderful. My good friend along, Meg Watson. She has been an amazing real estate agent of 32 years. So I just asked her to come along today with me so she could give us some insight as far as, you know, her clients' experience and the if they want to live on the water, if they want boating amenities, and overall just the social aspect of the boating culture that her clients have experienced here in Charleston. So Meg, tell us a little insight from the real estate side.
You are so right about the social aspect of the waterways here in Charleston. So many buyers really find out about Charleston, South Carolina because of not only the amazing views that you're seeing today, but because of all of the waterways that we have and have access to. So obviously I think every person would want a dock right on the water.
I do.
But we do have so many different options for people that may not have the means or don't want the flood insurance involved with being right on the water. You can live on the marsh, you can be on tidal creeks. We have literally hundreds of tidal creeks with dock access at high tide. And also just inland, but yet have a community that actually has a boat ramp and a boat landing in the community itself. So it's a super social, wonderful experience for people out on the waterways here in Charleston.
Yes, and the being out here with your family, you and I've spent a lot of time together. It's just amazing to see the connections that can be made when you're out here looking at these views of the bridge, looking at this gorgeous waterway, the lighthouses, the dolphins, and children enjoying themselves and families camping. So it truly is an amazing place to live. Thank you so much for sharing that.
You're so welcome.
It's a great place to live.
It
right?
is. It's been fantastic. I've never looked back.
Yep. Well, thank you for coming today. It's been my
welcome.
pleasure, and we appreciate your insight into our boating culture here in Charleston.
Absolutely.
As we part ways today, Freeman Boatworks' dream continues to live on. It intertwines with the boating culture that we have that absolutely defines the charm of Charleston. I'm Stephanie Medlock. I've been your host of the American Dream TV, and I hope you'll join us next time.
Can we eat this now? Oh.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show, produced from America's finest city, but shot in the heart of your neighborhoods. Don't forget positive media when the world really needs it. Follow us on social media at The American Dream TV. See you next time. In the meantime, cheers to your American Dream.